Sometimes people could be so ignorant and blind that they can't realize that they are the butt of the joke. Nope, they can't see that. They still in the dark. They haven't came out that tunnel. See, they think that because some of these men are paying attention to them and they're over here doing this false laugh and being oh so plastic and giving away their pussy and bragging about it. And they think that this shows that they somehow have power in the beta's mind. The woman is thinking, I have power over this man with the pussy. No, these men are very smart. They see your plan, see, so they're like, how far is this fish gonna go? And you watch it, and it's, no, you're the joke. Hee-haw, the donkey. I'm sure you did that donkey show too, but, whatever. That's a different subject. Ladies, don't whore yourself out. Don't whore your soul out. See, whoring yourself out could come in different forms. It don't even mean you out there fucking. It could be in your mind, like you whoring yourself out. Like you can't commit to anybody. You always attach yourself to different people, different stuff. It's like a mental, it's not a whoredom. But you see what I'm trying to say. Different levels of things. Because thoughts become actions. So if you're thinking evil, how different is that from being evil? It's a thin line. It's a thin line. Things that make you go, So I'm just saying, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Well, actually, I didn't say that. Someone else did. Pardon me. I was smoking before. That was gross. Now I should edit it, but fuck it. Don't butt fuck it. That's what some of them other chicks do. Boop, boop, they fuck it in the butt. Some of them even bring up a ritual, which had made me laugh because it's a literal witch's ritual. It's an initiation ritual. The devil's kiss. It's when a new witch initiates. Walk backwards, and then they lick the asshole of the devil. And his cohorts, if he chooses. Yeah. See, these girls think that they are doing something new. No, there's nothing new under the sun. Sometimes people are so asleep and they're so submissive, they're so lost that they'll go along with anybody's plan and let anybody just boop, boop, poke their hole. Not realizing the energy exchange that's taking place when you do that and how you are losing a piece of yourself each time you let someone come through your hole. You see they come through right there. So stop the whoredom. See, now here's the thing. The hoochies and the whores be like, oh, look at Jody. She's such a motherfucking prude. She's judging us because we be out here spreading our pussy for money. No, I've been there. Yeah, I told you before. I used to be in the adult entertainment industry. Lower level, I did cam work. I was one of the original cam girls, and I had a 900 line. Everything I did was through the screen. I wasn't meeting people. It was staged, and I did magazines. So, and I used to do financial dominatrix stuff and some other stuff. So, and it helps. I used to be a finance counselor too. That helps. But that's a different subject. But my point being, I've been there too. I am not calling you ladies cheap names to be mean. I am not trying to be the asshole. I'm not trying to troll you. I've been there. I'm trying to help you wake up. See, because I ain't trying to talk down to you because you need a hand up. That's what I needed when I fuck up. I need someone to help me out. If someone is doing better than me, even if you don't like me, please give me the opportunity to do better. Help me up. And you know what? You could learn your best lessons from some of the people who dislike you the most, or who you think dislike you, who actually don't. They just know how to see through programs. And if you could see through certain programs, you know how to speak. I'm learning how to speak. Not like Pavlov, woof, the dog, God, Tiller and all that. But anyway, same the 502 come up. But okay, let me stop that line of thought. Anyway, ladies, I've been in your spot where I've used my body, and then when I was finding out that it was hurting my spirit, just having all these people looking at me simply through the screen, I'm like, dude, this isn't for me. So I left that side of the business. It just wasn't for me. So I just didn't go deep into it. But I've been there. And I wished when I was going through that someone would have came to me and said, hey, let me help you out. Instead of someone scoffing me and just like, oh, forget her. She's just a lost cause. No, Jesus came to save the lost, the whores, the prostitutes. Why do you think Jesus came? Not the white dude. I ain't talking about Borgia on the picture. We ain't talking, because we know Jesus was brown. So yeah, let's not get caught up in that part. But I just got caught up in that part, didn't I? Okay, let me redirect my energy. But my point being, Jesus came to save the lost. So that means that in order to save them, you got to be able to talk to them and communicate with them. Maybe have an experience where you're like, hey, I've done that. I know what you're talking about. Hey, I went through that trauma too. This is how I got through it. Come here, let me help you out of this. Let me help you walk through this, because I've been through it. I know how to get through this part. We'll do it together. See, that's upliftment, helping one another. So even though I have a dope-ass cipher I wrote, I really want to say it. It's so good. But I don't want this person to think I am being an asshole to them, because I'm not. I'm not trying to be an asshole to them, but I want to show a level of growth of where I used to be to where I am now. And a comparison. And a sex beta kitten that I'm staring dead at last night going, oh gosh, I see this clear as shit. Just like when Empress Yumi was on. What's Yumi backwards? I am you. Okay, I am you. Now what did Kanye change his name to? Yay, which means I am you. Okay. Yeah. Coincidences? I think not. Just like Facebook changing its name too. Wants to be more metadata. Who's familiar with the book? Who's familiar with metadata? And metadata codes? I write some great ciphers. Maybe I'll share them with you guys sometimes. Peace. I gotta laugh at how some people think deliverance works. They think you just go, I rebuke you, demon, in the name of Jesus. And then that demon, you're all of a sudden, the horror is going to be like, oh, you're right. It's over. Everything is good now. Just like that. Well, it can happen like that, but that's very rare. Or would it be more realistic to have someone maybe on your level who's been there be like, hey, you know what, girl? I've been a whore too before. I ain't that whore no more, though. I got away from it. Let me show you how I got out of it. Let me share my testimony with you. Maybe we can walk through this together so that you don't have to suffer what I suffered through. Let me show you better. Which one? Which one sounds more realistic for deliverance? Which one? One's more realistic for the whore. If you're the whore, you're out there pop that coochie, pop. So you pop in the coochie, like this swing, you hear the chain? Sound like it's gonna break, don't it? Breaking chains. As long as it's not on my ass. Don't break that chain on my ass. I got off track. The irony that I'm about to talk about something. I'm over here joking and talking about Jesus at the same time. Wow, okay. But look, God got a sense of humor. So look, let's think about it. Hey, prostitute. What is more realistic for you? For real. Like what would you, if you were looking for help and you needed help out of a situation, is it easier for you to go to a church and have those people who are usually very religious, put their hands on you and and then pray over you. You never know what people are praying and to what God they're praying. So you got to be careful of who you let lay hands on you, because deliverance does work. It really does. But since it's a spiritual battle, you have to really have discernment to know who's who, and that not everyone should touch you. So a lot of these people in the church will, you'll go to them for help, and they might, pray over you. Oh, baby, you go, Jesus gonna look out for you, baby. It's okay. And then leave you, and then they go and talk with their friends while they go out to lunch. Oh, did you see that prostitute who came to church today? Poor little thing. Oh my God. Gossip. That often happens. Or would you prefer someone who's been there, like someone who's like, hey, you know what? I used to be like you, girl. Oh my gosh, I could so relate with you. Let me show you how I could relate. We on the same level. Look, I used to be like you. But I'm not that person anymore. I'm not in that industry anymore. I left that adult entertainment industry and grew up, right? Break them chains. Let me show you a better way, because I went the other way, and I don't want you to make the same mistake I did. So I'd like to catch you before you go any further and do really what is irreparable in some ways. And let's go the other way. Let's go a positive direction. Let's do this together. Teamwork. So self, yes, self. If you look back at your old horse self versus your new self, yeah. Did I really say that? Hey, old horse self, I got a question for you. What's up, new self? What's your question? Hey, I'm making this video, right? And I had to stop and think and talk to myself. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Communicate with yourself. Get all your parts together. Right. So self, let me ask you this. When you were in your days of whoredom, when you were a sex beta, when they were using you and it wasn't even your wanting, and you were more forced, into it than really enjoying it. So it's a little bit different, but somewhat similar. What would have helped you to get out? What would have helped you to get out? Man, you honestly want to know what it would have taken to get me out? Yeah, that's why I'm fucking asking you. What the fuck would have worked to make this fucking easier to get you to fucking listen? Oh, the horror self. I had kind of an ego a little bit, right? Ego. So it would take someone kind of a smart ass. Someone who would be like real on point and accurate, but just kind of a smart ass. And you're like, are you being an asshole and funny? Or do you just have something against me? Which is it? Because I can't tell. That one would have been the one to teach me, because I would have followed, because I'd be like, what's going on here? So someone like me, in other words. Yeah, someone like me, smart ass. Not the jackass, not like the hee-haw. But Jesus did use a donkey, right, to speak. So, oh boy. I am so happy and so blessed to be out of the adult entertainment industry. See, some programs are hard to get out of. Sometimes some of these monarchs need signs. Sometimes these monarchs just really need to wake up and realize that they're free and that they don't have to use their body to get ahead. Okay, I had to add that last part in. I'm still a smartass at times. Hee-haw. Look, I'm not perfect. I still got my passive-aggressive side at times. So pardon that. But you hear me, monarchs? You hear me? You're free. You're free. You don't have to operate under these programs and use your twinkleberry to get by. Now, I know some of you are in these situations and you're like, I don't know how to get out because these people got too much dirt on me. Don't worry about that. Fuck them. You just got to take accountability for what you've done. And if you're truly repentant, it's like, okay, yeah, I did that. That was the old me. That's not the new me. Please have compassion and allow me to move forward and have growth out of that. And then your new walk will show if you have shown yourself approved or not, because your actions will speak for themselves. Cause and effect. Thought. So, I mean, keep, yeah, running. It's what you got to do. Keep working out. Keep on keeping on. But look, don't run circles around yourself. Don't go like, crazy. But I'm being silly, but really you could be free. You could be free. If you need some help, you need a friend, call me. If you don't know how to voice what you're trying to say, you hear my message and you're like, I hear you, but I ain't got the words. I don't know what the fuck to say. I feel it in my spirit. I'm like, I want to tell you something. But then you're like, but I don't know how to say it. I don't know what to say, or even how the fuck to say it. Or people are going to think I'm crazy if you're feeling like that. It's okay. Still message me, because I used to be like that too. See, that's part of the deprogramming process. When you start realizing things are not as they seem, you kind of have a mental freak out, because you're like, holy shit, have I been crazy my whole life? Yes. Yes, there's a high possibility that has been how you've been acting. Here's the good news. We are salvageable. I know there are a lot of you out there who are like me, who are a little bit slower. You'll learn a bit slower. You might be a bit autistic. You might be just a little bit different in your learning, but you are just as intelligent. You just express it different. It's not that you don't internally have the knowledge. It's just you don't have the tools. You haven't been equipped with the tools in one form or another to express it. And that becomes very frustrating. I suffer from that myself. I have to work on that, because sometimes I will have, oh my gosh, just that. Let me see if he's okay. Are you, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You okay?
Yep, I'm just a little bruised.
Oh my goodness.
On the corner and hit my elbow.
Oh my goodness, be careful.
Wet.
See, my point is proven. Directed energy. If you need a friend, I'm your gal. I even helped the guy up on the ground. We might chuckle along the way, but we still help one another make it through another day.